In the continent, President Cyril Ramaphosa's recent declaration of a state of disaster in South Africa amid the growing power crisis has triggered concern among the citizenry, with some analysts skeptical about the president's latest move. Many South Africans are worried that the latest announcement of a state of disaster will avail those in power with the opportunity to plunder public resources, just like in 2020 when the country was battling against the COVID-19 pandemic. Amid these concerns, a South African organization is out to monitor the process leading to the president's decision. And let's have more details of that in this report.
The declaration of the state of disaster comes as the country is experiencing rolling power cuts. The power cuts, which often last for about 6 hours a day, are affecting all sectors of the society. The national state of disaster will enable the government to exempt essential services like hospitals from power blackouts. It will also enable the government to buy additional power from neighboring countries on an emergency basis. The announcement by the president has come under severe criticism from civic organizations and the public at large. Many fear that the state of disaster will open opportunities for those in power to loot. When South Africa declared a state of disaster in 2020 to deal with the COVID-19 pandemic, some resources were looted, and now many are concerned that a similar situation may occur.
The same can be achieved through the use of executive powers. So the question is, why did the president wait until long in order to announce the state of disaster? Why did he not use the executive powers that he has? Is this going to be different from previous state of disasters and state of emergencies? We don't have an energy crisis, we have a leadership crisis.
We've seen in our last state of disaster around COVID-19 how government departments are able to introduce relaxed procurement laws that enable them to go and overspend money where they shouldn't have, and that's where the corruption and the maladministration takes place.
Duvenage says his organization is now studying the contents of the State of Disaster Government Gazette.
We want to just make sure that the rationality of this decision is correct, that the law has been applied properly, and we need to understand on what basis are they going to be making this declaration or have made it. Because if it doesn't make sense, and if it does open the door for possibilities that are detrimental to the nation, then we have to challenge it. So we're busy studying it now. We have our legal team looking at it.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has stated that the Auditor General will be brought in to ensure the continuous monitoring of expenditure in order to guard against any abuses of the funds needed to attend to the disaster.